Eight megapixels in a phone? That's a wrap on human civilization! We did it!
How many times have you tried to take a picture with your phone only to get a dark, blurry mass that was once your friend? Samsung knows your pain, so they released the INNOV8. Not only does it have an 8-megapixel smile-detecting camera with video, but it also includes 3D surround sound, 8 or 16 gigs of memory, Wi-Fi, and GPS, starting at $650 unlocked.
Well, I've burned your retinas.
Yes, thank you for that.
Yeah,
smoke came out. All right, so Samsung is trying to eliminate the need for carrying around the camera and the phone, which is cool because sometimes you have to make that decision. Your pockets are full. What do you want to bring around?
I only have 2 pockets. Where am I going to put everything?
Car keys and a phone, but it looks like they pulled it off. That looks small enough to me, is it?
It's absolutely small. It's just barely thicker than most of the smartphones we look at. You can see right there, and it flips up there.
Nice.
Still fits nicely in a pocket if you have one. The form factor works well as a camera too. You really feel like you're holding a point and shoot. Oh, is it a point and shoot? No, it's a phone.
Whoa!
Point and shoot.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
Transform.
Oh, you just really kind of turned it. But.
Yeah. Well, this transformer just turned around.
That's
there's my back.
Hold on.
Yeah,
and driving mode and action mode. It's still missing 2 vital components. I mean, the moment I picked it up, the first thing I did was peck at the screen.
And no slushy machine.
No. Right. Just yeah. And it'd be nice to have that refreshing beverage in the middle of calls.
That's right.
No touchscreen and no keyboard. Is it okay without them?
Well, listen, it's a toss-up. Depends on what you like. The keypad screen is fine, but you can't touch it. Like every time you see the phone there, you want to start poking it with your finger, and nothing happens.
Of course, yeah.
The Symbian OS is quick and it's streamlined, so you're not going to waste time going through menus, which is nice.
That's nice.
Then you can use the directional pad normally, or you can slide your finger on it, so it's basically an optical mouse, which I have to say works okay on the web, but we'd accidentally bump into it and end up selecting the wrong option. So fortunately, you can turn that function off.
Yeah, I noticed that when I went to go push up on like the D-pad around it, I would scroll over it and it would change the option.
D-pad sounds like something gross, doesn't it?
I
don't know what it is. It just sounds like something gross.
It kind of does.
Listen, I think this phone, again, I don't mean to harp on it, but it really could have benefited from a touchscreen rather than having to use the directional thing.
All right, well, let's focus on what this phone is supposed to do amazingly well, which is...
Focus camera. That's good stuff.
8 megapixels.
Yeah.
Will this take place of like your digital camera?
I don't think so, and I don't want Samsung to get the wrong idea. Are you mad, Samsung? Do you hate me? Are you mad? Listen, the camera is probably the best we've seen on a phone. It's and also it has smile, blink, face detection, adjustable ISO. I think all the way up to 1600. Wipeout. Oh, now you get excited.
Yeah, well, adjustable ISO.
Anti-shake, just to name a few. The pictures look excellent, and everything looks natural and vibrant. There's very little grain, and it's got the dual LED flash that gives everything, I have to say, a little bit of a bluish tint.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of bluish tint. You said maybe there's some software that might be able to correct that.
Yeah, well, with the Nokia N series, the earlier ones, they needed a software fix to fix the blue tint.
Right.
And it did come, but who knows if it's going to happen on this guy? You'd think they would have that included. But
I don't know. I mean, overall, I don't know.
But you don't see it replacing a handheld point and shoot.
I don't know if I do. I don't know if I do, especially when we get to the price.
Okay, well, let's do that. $650 unlocked, which is about as much as any other smartphone that doesn't have a contract.
That's true. This is not this isn't tethered to anyone in the States, so you have to buy it online for $650.
Is that a good buy for that price?
I don't know. I mean, listen, if you think about, you could get like a G1 or an iPhone or something for a couple $100s, and then you can get like a Canon SD1100 for another couple $100. You're still saving a couple $100.
Take a picture of yourself looking awesome because you didn't waste extra money.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at me. I guess this would be me not wasting money. So I don't know what that is.
Okay, but let's talk about the features though that it does have.
16 gigs of memory,
which is nice.
Stereo Bluetooth, which I know you love.
Love the stereo Bluetooth.
Speakers, Wi-Fi, geotagging, photos. Lots of really cool stuff. But that said, we just weren't really blown away. And I do love Samsung. They make a lot of great stuff. But this just wasn't, you know.
I think the price gets in the way for most people.
Price gets in the way a little bit.
What are we rating it at?
Because of the price, mainly 85%. That's a solid beat. Listen, the device is feature-rich. We'd just like to see a little bit cheaper, maybe with a contract.
Okay, that's valid. That's it for today's Gadget Prime, everybody. But if you have a gadget you'd like us to rate, this was actually requested by a viewer.
We listen.
Yeah, believe it or not. Head on over to g4tv.com/review this.